Alright, now today we're looking at our top 5 back designs for playing cards. We're going to go top 5, 2 runner-ups, and that's how we're going to do it. So if you like top 5s, we're doing a whole month of top 5s. So a bunch of really cool cards in this video. So if you like top 5s, everything playing cards, magic, sleight of hand, cardistry, etc., and you like everything in our whole world that we like to live in the magic community, you're in the right place. So subscribe and ring the bell, smash the like button, and let's get into this video right now. So at number 5, we're looking at the Mono X playing cards by Luke Wadey Design. Now, Luke Wadey is an awesome guy. I love talking to him. Now, the reason I love the Mono X at number 5 is because of this. So if you don't have Mono X, 1, it's just a stupid cool deck. The great thing about Mono X, 1, it's monochromatic. Obviously, with how the title goes, you should have assumed that. It's black and white. I love black and white designs. Now, another thing that's really cool about this deck is the X doesn't exist. That sounds kind of weird. Why is it called Mono X? I can see an X. No, you actually don't. You see something on the outside that tricks your brain into thinking that there's an X, because there's no X actually drawn. It's blank space, and the way that he layered the black lines and the gray lines makes you think that an X is there. But since there's actually no X there, it just tricks your brain, which is so freaking cool. I love having an absence of something that makes it real. It's such a cool idea. Love how he did it. Has a broken border, so when you're doing things like fans, all fans are going to have like a broken border, ribbon band, like the cigar band when you're doing fans and packet cuts, and it honestly just looks amazing, which is why this deck is at number 5. Now at number 4, we have the Squeezers V3 by Organic Playing Cards Company. Now, most of the time they have very simplistic back designs, and with this one, it's no different. Now the simple reason with this back design, 1, you're going to see the dripping grapefruit, and it's honestly just a super cool design. Great contrast with it. It has like close enough colors to where they kind of blends well together, but at the same time looks fantastic. Now, it's a cardistry deck where you can do things with it because of the things on both sides. That when you're doing packet cuts and different spins, it looks fantastic. I wasn't a big fan of it with fans, which is kind of funny. I wasn't a big fan of it with fans. That makes me happy. I love stupid jokes. But I really did love how the simplicity of it and the way that it took the back design through the whole deck. So things like that, the color choice, I love this color, and then there's a medium to thinner white border. Now when you have a border that's thinner, it does make it easier for packet cuts to look smooth, but it doesn't hide things as well. But in all fairness, it's an entirely magic deck, which is why, since this has the great colors, the consistency through the whole deck, it's simple and elegant. It's simple but elegant, and I love it. That is why this deck is at number 4. Now, although this deck is sold out almost everywhere, we have the Orbitz V5s for our number 3. I love this deck so much. Now, even like if we just look at the tuck box, you'll be able to tell that I like this deck a lot. I mean, 1, I only have 1 flap left. The tuck box is almost completely destroyed. I've used this deck a whole friggin' ton because I love this deck. Now the Orbitz V5 back design, if you are living under a rock and you don't know what it looks like this. Now the reason I love this deck, 1, vibrant blue, but kind of has, it's like a faded vibrant color, which looks freaking dope. The orange cigar band broken border looks great. Circle back design. It follows a theme, has consistency from the whole thing, and it looks so good. So you'll see like miniature things like little stars in the background. And the orange isn't just orange for no reason, it's a shooting star, right? So it's things that are simple. Even on the inside, when you're looking at the circle right here, there's a person standing there, right? It's little things, little bits of intentionality that you can do with a deck, and it looks so freaking good. So I don't know why more decks don't do this type of thing, which is probably why Orbit is so freaking amazing. So I love really all Orbit decks, but this one happens to be my number 3. Now, at no surprise to anyone, for number 2, we have the Oblique playing cards by Card Cuts Shop. Now, Oblique playing cards, seriously, if you have seen the review of what I did with Oblique playing cards, it's literally one of my all-time favorite decks of cards. And you'll see that on the 20th, this upcoming Friday, I believe, or either this Friday or the next Friday, because I'm completely losing track of everything in my life, so you never know what's going to happen. I believe it's the Friday after. We're doing a live stream, and I'm going to be going over this deck because it's actually not only number 2 for back design, but my number 2 all-time favorite deck. Yeah, I love this deck, and the back design is one of the main reasons. Now, I mean, seriously, if you're just checking out this back design right here, one, it's gorgeous, right? It has an ink, it looks like literally dripping ink, but it looks like it glitched. So halfway through, they were making the cards and boom, it glitched, took a screenshot of it, and bam, you're all set. So the back design looks super dope, and then most of the time, like, you see the hands here for the court cards, but then the other hand is just like non-existent, right? So then they put some of the hands in the back design. So you'll see swords and you'll see hands, and it just flows so well. And the color choice with this vibrant pinks and the blues and the purples, honestly, it's super cool. And then, of course, broken border fanning looks fantastic. So this is why Oblique playing cards are at my number 2. Now we're going to have 2 runner-ups before we get to number 1. Now the first of 2 runner-ups, which would be at number 7 really, we have the Club Golden Bee playing cards. Now, Bee playing cards, which a lot of you know, it's really a fantastic deck. It's a well-known type deck, right? Now the reason I love this deck so much, one, is the back design. It is a fully broken border, aka borderless deck. So borderless decks happen to be one of my favorite things to do cardistry with and magic with, just because it hides so many things. And this deck is elegant. It has more of a gold feel to this deck, which is why I love this back design. If you're working on things like second deals and hiding different moves, this is the deck for you. So this is why number 7 comes the Bee Golden playing cards. Now, although people will probably be surprised that this one is so far down the line, at number 6, the second runner-up, we have the Virtuoso Fall Winter 17 deck. And I can't wait to receive my newest deck that I ordered like 6 months ago from Virtuoso, but you know, sometimes I guess that's just how 2020 works, I guess. So the back design, of course, if you don't know, Virtuoso creates the most gorgeous freaking cardistry cards ever. Now, a few reasons why I like this deck. 1, circle back design. Gorgeous. Number 2, fully broken. All the way around. Broken, no border, everything's perfect. I love borderless decks. This is why. Borderless decks do this. Now, another thing about this deck is it's not straight lines that will go all the way around, which is why Luke Wade's deck, which although is seriously still in my top 5 out of 100 and some odd decks that I have, the lines go straight across. This deck, because of it, you're going to get some different ways of going in different colors like this. So you have the grays, the blacks, the whites, the dark greens, the light greens, the whites, because they're diagonal lines, which diagonal lines make cardistry fanning so much better. So this is why I like this deck a little bit more. Plus it is a thinner deck, but that's not really the back design of what we're talking about. But the color choice, it just, and like even if you're looking at each individual one of these squares, the black has a black, dark gray, and light gray all in this one triangle, right? This one has dark green, and lighter green. Even the grays, there's 3 different grays in this. Everything looks so good when doing cardistry with this back design, which is why it is my number 6. Now, the last thing before we get into the number 1 deck, my all-time favorite back design, is this one thing I need to let you guys know. Right below the like button in the description below, you can get all these cards for 10% off, and not only are some of them 10% off, the company is running the 10% off because they gave me a discount code for you guys to save you guys money. They're also running a Black Friday sale. So a lot, like I think through the 13th, 50 decks were 50% off. And the sales are only going crazier. So this is like an entire month of Black Friday shopping on the website. So you guys can check all that out. Again, I'll link it all in the description below. And one of those decks that's 10% off, at least 10% off, but it's only going to get crazier. And I'm giving this deck away on that live stream. We have the Z deck by December Boys. Now, Z deck by December Boys. Why am I picking this as my number 1? Well, I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. It has 2 different back designs. What? Is it a 2-facer card? Like the whole deck? No, it's not. I'll explain here. Number 1. Let's look at this, okay? As I told you, I like monochromatic designs. As I told you, I like borderless designs. This deck hits both of those on the head. Again, this deck doesn't go straight across. The lines go ups and downs. So when you do things like this, holy crap. I mean, seriously, let's just do some little, like, under pressure or something. Man, you want to try do some cardistry with this deck? It is absolutely gorgeous. Will people catch you doing different slides with this deck? Rarely. Because guess what? It's borderless, right? So this deck is just so versatile. Now, for the most part, is it a magic deck? No. But do I use it for magic all the time? Yes, because I carry this deck around with me. because of this freaking back design. It's flashy, it works well with any item of clothing. I usually like to match my stuff with whatever clothes I'm wearing, and this can go with all of them. So 1, it looks great with cardistry. 2, it hides things for magic, but it gets better. Now this is the part where I said it has 2 different back designs. Of course, the faces, you can check that out in the review when it comes out, I think next month. But here's why. The 4 extra cards are double backer, double facer, however you want to say it, because there's no correct way, green cards. Now, why are there just 4 extra green cards for 4 extra back designs? Like, this is the back design and the front design and everything. You can then use it in your cardistry videos and have 4 green screens going along with it. So not only do you get a fantastically beautiful deck, which is, again, my all-time favorite back design, which I'm giving away in like a week, but again, what's happening is that it gave you 4 extra things, so when you're incorporating it into your cardistry videos, now you have green screens to do crazy stuff with. So you can check all that out in the description below if you guys want to, which would make me happy. I get to save you money. You guys are supporting the channel when you purchase from the links in the description below. So seriously, whenever you're going to buy cards, come to a YouTube video, click that link. It does really help me out. So seriously, if you guys like top 5s, if you like these decks, and by these decks, I mean the 7 of them that are up there, and the 100 that are on there, and a couple that are over there, and a bunch more down there. If you like playing cards, if you like magic, sleight of hand, cardistry, this is the channel for you. I put up 2-3 videos every single week. I do challenges against other creators, and I want to provide value to you. So the most value I can provide to you is here on this channel. So subscribing and ringing the bell is completely free, and you get notified. Now, I do provide more value over on Patreon. So I don't know if you guys know what Patreon is, but I do Patreon. Okay, y'all, look, I know that this isn't like the most professional thing, but I just looked down at my phone and I just saw the most absurd and wild thing I've seen in a long freaking time, right? So I was on my way to class, well, still on my way to class. I just looked down. Holy crap, oh my word. So I look down, I get a notification on my phone, and it says Michael Perdue just joined the Patreon for $25 a month in tier 4. Now, what the freaking heck? 20, it's tier 4, y'all. So, holy crap, I'm still not over this yet. First off, Michael, thank you so much. What the heck? Wow. Dude, seriously, thank you so much. That means a whole heck of a lot. For those of you who don't know what Patreon is, I provide more value than just over here on YouTube, over on Patreon. So you get to vote on what happens for the next month, which videos drop. You get to see which videos are coming up for the whole next month. You get an exclusive monthly giveaway. You get to see early stuff for Descendants playing cards, and there's tons of stuff over there. He's our first tier 4 member. So cool. So if you guys want to check that out, again, I'll leave it right below the like button in the description so you guys can check it out. But seriously, Michael, thank you so much, dude. I've got to get off of this because I'm going to be late to class. But seriously, this was such a fun surprise for me. Thank you, dude. Seriously. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave it in the description below as well, so you guys can check it out, see what more value I can provide to you. So if there's something you guys want to see here on the channel, leave it down in the comments below so I can hopefully make that video. Maybe change some things up. If you want different lighting or different angles or whatever, let me know how I can best serve you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.